every morning they went up to the room where they were doing the sacrifice. They added firewood and arranged the burnt offering. That is what we were told. So it was intentional. They were ready. Where did they get the firewood? It means they went out to cut the firewood. That is why there is nothing easy, even for us, if we want to arrange that within ourselves. There's a part that we need to play. We're not just going to sit and fire is going to come out. There's hard work even with spiritual things. So these priests had to go out. I'm sure there were some people who were in charge of going to the forest to get the firewood, and the firewood didn't fall from heaven. They had to cut it themselves, and they had to bring it in to arrange it for the offering. So the priests had to keep the sacrifice burning on the fire from evening till morning. It was hard work, not easy. In order for you to keep the fire burning within you, it is hard work. You have to pray. You skip a day, the fire goes down. So if it's supposed to put the firewood in the morning, at lunchtime, and at night, if they miss a time, then it goes down. That is what it means. Amen.
Amen.
So if you recall also in Exodus chapter 3, they had some utensils, and a shovel was one of the utensils. They would use that shovel to dig out, to remove the ashes from the place where they were doing the sacrifice. This is practical, right? So I'll give an example, which I love to give. We love braais here. All of us, we've got a place, or we've got a braai stand, right? So we don't just braai without cleaning the braai stand. And if you are going to braai a lot of meat, it means that you're going to have a lot of ash. So it means you have to keep shaking so that the ash can be removed, and you put the fire. Otherwise, if you put just the charcoal on top, it's not going to burn properly. So you have to remove the ashes, and that is what they were doing. They had to remove, the chaff that had already been burnt out from the place of offering. That was their job. Amen. So in the same way, to keep the fire from burning, they had to do it every day. That is what you and I need to do. So we will burn, and then the fire start going down. If we don't come back to worship, the fire will go down, and that is what is going to happen. So we need to maintain that fire in our hearts by submitting to God daily. Trust me. If you don't submit to God, one day when there's a conference, you're going to feel very high. You'll be jumping all over the place. Oh, I love the Lord. And you'll be singing every day. The Spirit of the Lord is moving. Then you stop praying after a week. The fire is going to go down. That is what we are talking about here. It has to be maintained. It's not just going to burn forever. It has to be maintained. Remember, I talked about firewood. It was hard work to go and get firewood. It's going to be hard work for you to maintain the fire that needs to be put. It means you have